Testing 1 2 1 2. All right. Hey guys, today is August the 12th of 2018. I wanted to go over the Aussie using some backtesting stuff that I want to share with you guys, and also forecasting using the Gann theory and machine learning model. Please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. All right, we got that out of the way. Looking at my mic, everything looks good. Hopefully there's an hiccup or anything like that. Might be a long video. I'm gonna try to consolidate it really good, so we'll get into it right away. Backtesting. Let's get this out of the way. This Elliott stuff. As you know, this is the low we have right here, August 10. Let's backtest some things here. And this I recommend for anyone that wants to get better at forecasting and testing models. If you have the option on your trading platform, you could do this also. Training mode. So in trading mode, we're going to go and get all these bars out. We're going to backtest the Aussie on some indicators. So we're working with May 9th, swing low, September 8th, swing high, and what's coming up, which is, I think, is this one right here. December 8th, swing low. So let's make pretend we're here. 12.8 came in, and we already know that's the swing low, but we're here right now. The next day came up. We don't know if this is the low or not. You know, when you're right here, you're thinking, you know what, right off the bat, I can pretend I don't know the future. Right, we already know it now. This is probably going to be tested. That'll probably be my first inclination. This low is going to be tested. Could be a double bottom. Maybe this angle get kissed and maybe shoot up. If we want to use some indicators, we can see that the stochastics was pointing down. And there's no really divergence on my stochastics over here. So if we go forward, you can see, obviously this thing just moved up all the way to January the 26th, which is the swing high that we have now. So nothing really there to give me an edge to see that this is going to be the swing low. So we take this out. Next indicator could be the RSI. Nothing really there. In theory, normally you go long when it kisses the 20. Never got to the 20. So this wouldn't work. Back testing mode for future. Oscillator. This one I kind of see an edge here. You can see that we were making lows, and there's a low here, and we made another low, but divergence kicked in here. Then we made another low here, and then we made another high here. So this indicator could give me an edge, thinking that maybe there could be a swing low here. So if you could find an indicator, whatever it is, I'm just using this platform or a software, and I went through all these before I did this presentation to see what could give me an edge to say, you know what, maybe this is a swing bottom, instead of coming over here and testing May 9th low. So this one, I give it a plus. You're going to have to do that on your platform to see what gives you an edge to let you know what, maybe we're coming to a swing low. And this is not using nothing of Gann. This is just pretty much using indicators. So we're back testing to see if maybe we could figure out for August. And we're going to go through August. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff I got for August. The MACD, famous MACD. You can see we made a low here. We made a low here. Actually, let's go back. So we made the low here, and we go up, and look what the MACD does. The MACD gives you a swing top here. And right here, you're thinking the high is here. Wow, look at that. I'm selling, or I'm going short, or I'm just covering. Then we go down, but then we make another high, which is at November 8th, September 8th. And look what the MACD does. Does a divergence. It's lower, but prices went higher. So that's a good indicator or technique to short the Australian dollar right here. But then let's look at the way it does it on the bottom. We know this is the swing low. So we make a low here. We push lower here. This kind of goes up, pushes lower. No divergence, pushes lower. Here we kind of went down and this went higher. But you know what? It made it higher here too. You know, when we put that low here, and we pushed a lot. Well, you know, I'm looking at it right here. We did go higher, but they didn't really work out here. Here it kind of worked out, but this is kind of 50-50 for me. I like more the oscillator for me, but you could check out the MACD. And none of these worked out. Cycle, ADX, nothing really there. So the next thing I wanted to go is the Pitchfork right here. Once we know, let's use the oscillator, this right here. So we see that there's divergence, there's a low here, this is going lower, the divergence, the oscillator is going higher. We made another low here, the oscillator went higher. You could also use linear regression channel, which is, where's my linear regression? Auto trend. You can see that this was the channel going back. And once it breaks out of the channel, it could be an indication to go long. So that could be a strategy. Once you see that it breaks out of the price, go long, with this confirming that there is divergence. So that's that. The next thing is, okay, so now we broke out of the channel, we're going higher. And you can see the days going higher, very bullish. We're positive here. The next thing you want to do is you want to add a pitchfork. Pitchfork right here. Go from there to that top, to here, to here. Because now you want to see what could be a possible target to the upside. So as the days come in. Oh, before we do that, I want to show you something else about the Elliott thing. Because we're going to look at it. For the August. That swing low, that July 2nd swing low we made. That was wave 5. You're going to see what happens. So for the Elliott guys, where's my Elliott? This is the software doing this. This is not me. This is just the program that does this. Let's make it a little more simple over here. As you can see, that it's adjusting and switching at the same time. So when you see that it says a wave 5, chances are it could even go lower. So it's not really reliable when you see guys, saying, we may have hit wave 5. You need other stuff, indicating and lining up that it could be a possible wave 5. Let's do major and intermediate. Close that. Okay, so right here, you could have been like, this is the swing low. We're consolidating and we're going to go up. Possible swing low. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is showing you that could be another possible wave 5 here. Just giving you options. But as of right now, it's showing wave 5. And then you go forward. Boom. Now it changed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the wave 5. And let's keep going, adding more as the days come by. Boom, look at that. Another. Oh, okay, so now we got wave 5. This is the wave 5. 11/21st. November 21st, this is wave 5. I believe the swing low is in. We're going to go higher. And look, boom. So this program is always, every time it's making a new low, it's readjusting the calculations and configuring and telling you, yeah, this is the wave 5 every time a low is coming. So it's like, what? I thought you said wave 5 was here. And, you know, I don't know, this reflects the true way, you know, true Elliott guys do their calculations, because I don't do Elliott waves, but I like watching it and seeing it because I like learning. So here is the wave 5, because we already know this is past in the past. December 8th was the swing low. So how can you avoid thinking that all these are wave 5s and getting just crushed by the bears pulling, you know, just taking it away from you and stopping you out? You know, once you think this is the wave 5, you're like, man, I give up. Which is the wave 5? Where are we ending? So those are the things I was trying to figure out. And the divergence kind of gave you an edge, you know, but you have to pick the right indicator to give you that guidance in regards to the divergence. On this program is the oscillator. I tried all these and none of them really gave me an edge. So I'm going to be using this to test this out in the future for the Aussie. So let's see. Okay, so now we got the swing low. Now we got the final wave 5. This is just showing you, because there's some things that work out that has the pros and it has the cons. Sometimes they don't work out. So now we got a wave 5. So now Aussie's going up, and it's going up. And man, if you see this kind of price action and the speed of the angle, if you use some Gann, that's bullish. That's very bullish. I don't know why you wouldn't want to go long here. And it's going, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going. And look, the Elliott wave thing is calculating. Look, it's already saying there could be a wave 5 here, and maybe there could be a pullback. And now the auto trend adjusts late, but it did adjust. So now it's showing it's an uptrend. You never got an opportunity to go long. I mean, if you were waiting for a pullback, like a nice, decent pullback, maybe, you know, other guys would have been like, you know what, I'm going to buy when it comes over here, waiting for this thing to pull back and test this. Now that they got their pitchfork, now that they know the low is there, you know, I'm going to wait. But then it keeps going. Damn. And then you want to wait. Man, maybe if I pull back here, I might buy here. It never did happen. It never happened. And that's the way the market is. It just kept going. It kept going. It kept going. It kept going. Wow, wave 5. Look at the Elliott guys. Elliott guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might be going, you know, maybe a correction here. Boom. It kept going. It kept going. It kept going. Look, until it kissed the 50 on the swing. One thing I learned, number 3 was very big in Gann. Very big. And if you look at esoteric and occultic writings, number 3 is very esoteric. So if you could find, when you're trading, and it has to be obvious swings, like, you know, we just had a nice run up here, and don't mind the little zigzag crap that happens, just that's what you want. And if you can see that and this, you got 1, 2, 3. Once you got that and you see this puppy moving up like that, you could put your pitchfork and you could do a lot of damage in forecasting. You only just need 3. And there's a lot of damage you could do in picking, you know, possible swing tops and possible projection targets of the market that you're trading. So we hit this right here, wave 5, the Elliott guys. Did they finally nail it? Look at that candle. That's a very bearish candle. Is that the top? What day is that? No, that's the 25th. We all know that the high was 126. That's it right there. A nice little flush. January 26th. And what happened after January 26th? Look. And, you know, it was chopping around. There was a lot of a lot of head fakes. And you know what? Using the pitchfork, it could have still gone and continue and kiss that angle up there. Like the guys were thinking that they were going to get in here and go long. It never happened. And the guys that were long thinking it was going to hit here, it never happened. It hit the 50% of the pitchfork, and the Aussie came down. Boom, boom, boom. Crack the pitchfork. Boom. Look at that. Auto trend adjusted. And it just continue going. Look at that. So the guys and traders there were like, I'm going long here. Yeah, they got a nice little scalp. But then once this came, they're like, damn it. I got stopped out. They put probably their stop right at that low. And look at that. Trying to retrace. Look at that. Trying to get above the pitchfork. Trying to stay bullish. Didn't happen. Oops. Kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. And you all know what happened. Look. Kept going. And this is where we at right now. Right here. Let's get this. This is where we at right now in the Aussie. This is a key angle right here. You guys know that's my 1x1, the 45-degree angle, that once it got above there, I was going to go long, but it did not happen. So we have to adjust. You have to adjust as a trader. You have a plan, and that was my plan, to go long, and it didn't happen. So what are we going to do now? We thought the swing low was here. As you know, we could go back. You can see that this is wave 5. Look at this right here. Let's open this up a little more. We all thought this was wave 5. I see this on YouTube videos for the Elliott guys. We have wave 5 here. This should be a low, and we should start going higher. It didn't happen, as you know. Now they're saying this is wave 5. So we're going to take the Elliott stuff out because we don't know if this is going to be the final swing low. Let's take that out. Let's take auto trend. You can see that it broke this channel. I know there's some traders that probably bought this low. We'll see. This is a thing I use on this software. They're telling me that this could be a possible support, but we'll see. And look at the oscillator that I was using earlier. I was showing you what could give us an edge to see maybe this is the swing low here. Maybe it was a flush, a bear trap, and maybe we're going to go higher Sunday or Monday. We'll see. As you can see, we made a low here, but we didn't make a low here, but we were going higher. So I don't like to see that. I like to see this thing even push lower, as the strategy was showing earlier, and this higher, and then we go up, and then this right here even lower, as this is really high. So that's like a perfect divergence. We didn't have that. We were going sideways. This is going up. And now we just had this big flush. And now the question is, where do we go from here? I am struggling with two things. I'm struggling with two models that I have. One of the models I have saying, let's take this out. One of the models I have is saying this. On July the 2nd, we bottomed out, and it's going to be a slow grind going up. That's one of the models I have. That model's in question. If we violate this and we push Aussie with strength down, that model then it's not working. The only thing that's going to validate this model that we're going to go higher is that this was a bear trap, and we go back up. Actually, we retest that low, get above it, which is 73.10, get above this angle, then we're going to go higher. Obviously, zigzagging, but grinding higher. That's the only way that this model is going to work. Another model I have is forecasting that we go low, we go up, and we go down. So those two models are saying that we're going up, but then it's just going to go back down. So that's the bullish models I have. The bearish models are very, very strong. There's like more bearish models that are confirming more of a downside than on the upside. Let's look at that. For the forecast of August, we're going to take this as month by month. Statistically, August is normally a swing low month. Statistically, Aussie does a swing low most of the time on August. So all my promises of, or not my promises, my forecasting of thinking that, we were going to make a high in July didn't happen because we just got sideways. But now we're in August, and, this could be a low if my bullish model is going to work, because it's going to be a swing low. It's in August. But there's other things going on too. A seasonal date that I have would be August 26th. You want to write this date down. Or you want to put it on a notepad, or you want to put it on a stick in front of your monitor. You want to watch August 26th. These models I have, these are calculation models I have for looking for a swing low in August. You want to write down August 29th. So August 26th is a Sunday. It could be a low on a Sunday, or it could be a low on a Monday, or it could be on the 24th. I give it a 3-day wiggle room. But typically, I like to nail it when I put the date, is because everything is confirming that date. But you can't be too hard on yourself when the low is, the 26th is a Sunday, and the low happens to, if it happens on Monday, the 27th, you can't be too hard on yourself because it's your day off. That's not bad. This is another calculation I have, and it shows that it could be a possible the 29th, which is a Wednesday. This is squaring. So we have a date for August 20th, which is a Monday. You wanna jog that down. Looking at price action, let's see how it goes towards these dates. This is geometric date that I use, like geometry. Will be 26. Do you see a pattern? If you're really good and you're really a Gannist, you can see something really funky here. Let me just give you a clue. Geometric date, I got the 20, so these two line up. And then the 23rd is a little odd. So these are the dates I'm looking if I'm going to stick with the bears for a swing low on August. You can look it up. Don't believe anything I say. You can do the statistics, back test this, get as much data as you have, and you're going to see that August is normally a bearish month where Aussie makes a swing low. Next thing you want to look, seasonal. Yep. So seasonal, we normally make a swing low, and on September, we make a swing high. So maybe it could be a nice little scalp if we could pick the low, and these are possibilities using Gann, using machine learning. This so far the dates I've come up with, and maybe we could ride it all the way to September. Once we pick the low, then we got to work on September to see what the possible dates are on the top. And it could keep going higher, but statistically, seasonally, this is what it does. Days of the week. I got two sets of data that I watch. One is original that I got, and one that I cleaned up. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And this is medium, and long forecast, intermediate, short, and very short, very fractal. I look at even the dates when I do my analysis to see what dates could give me an edge. And red is green, red is bearish, and green is bullish. And you can see in the big picture, Monday's typically red, Tuesday is green, Wednesday is green, Thursday is red, and Friday is green. I'm not going to trade this just because it says, I just have it on, like I said, if you watch my videos, I have it on the back of my mind when I'm going to look at positions. I always look this and see, you know what, statistically, this is what happens on these days. And I had to break them up in two sections because the data file that I have is not the greatest, but you have to work with what you got, and this is what I have. So like I said, 4, 3, 2, 1, these are time frames, and this is very fractal. This is small. So it's analyzing everything at a smaller swing point. All right, looking at stats for August. Look at all the dates that we have made lows in August. We're already, at the 12th? So 1983, we made a swing low on August 12th. In 1977, we made a swing low on the 15th. And these on the highlighted dates are the dates that I'm watching for a possible swing low. 1983, well, we made a high here, but I'm still watching it because in my calculations, this day came in as a possible swing low. 1999, August 26, date that I'm watching as a swing low. 27, 1998 was a swing low. 1979, August 29 was a swing low. So if you have this information, you're dealing with probabilities that chances are, if patterns repeat, you could probably have a little edge. Time clusters. Low, August 22nd, 23rd, and 28th. The 28th is odd, but you know what? It's not odd if you're pretty close, couple of days of locking in a swing low. Using the square of 9, using the date of January the 26th, you can see that these are all the swing highs and swing lows that we've had. And you can see that right here, we're at August 10th. And we're at the 135. This is the 45. This is the 90. 135. We made a low right here. Dates that I'm watching, August 20th, right here. 24. 26. And the 29th, they're highlighted in orange for future dates to watch for possible swing lows. This one looks pretty interesting. You're right below July 2nd, which was a swing low we made recently. Another swing low we made was May 9th. Lines up right here. I like that. This is interesting here too. And the 29th that I'm watching, there was a swing low on March the 29th. Very interesting also. And if we come to the 31st and it's August and there's no swing low, we're still pushing lower, then you know what? We shift to September. But statistically, August is normally a swing low and September is normally a swing high. And like I said, things are just kind of out of sync, out of whack. There's something else influencing the Aussie. And it could be the dollar. The dollar's going higher. One thing I'll say that Trump doesn't want the dollar going higher. Maybe the Fed doesn't want the dollar going higher. And maybe other people don't want the dollar going higher. But it's going higher. Somebody's buying it. Is it the Turkish thing going on with their currency and everybody's just jumping to the dollar? And those guys are buying it because that stuff is falling apart? I don't know. There's been something to think about. The dollar's going higher. It's bringing pressure on everybody else. What else I have? These are, this is wave A, B, and these are C, possible targets. We haven't even kissed it yet. This is a minimal wave C. This is a typical wave C, which is right here. And that's anywhere between 71 all the way to 70, 60. And this is a max wave C. This is the max it could go, which is 69.37 all the way to 68.45. So these are things I'm watching also here. What else I have? What else? Lastly, we could see the models. We're locking down just for August. You can see that one of the models here picked up a swing high on the 9th, and it nailed it. And this is after the effect, after the matter. I just put all these models in because I was thinking we were going to go higher. So now I got to see what the low could be. And this one's saying there could be a swing low all the way to August 31st. So that's one thing I'm going to be looking at. Things are kind of signaling a low here with this model, 22nd, which is close to the 20th that I have. These are machine learning models that I have. Nothing here. This one just going higher. It says September the 3rd. So nothing there for a swing low. 814, nothing there. This is going higher. So 822. So there's a lot of stuff going on the 22nd of August. But it's showing higher. So we'll see. If anything, it could be inverted and prices could go down. Let's close that. Nothing really here. There's a low of 31st, same thing. This model, same thing, going up. Let's look at this one. The 17th and then the 24th. So kind of close to the 20th. So these are the forecasts on that one. The 15 spike up, 31st low, swing low. So there's a lot going on the 31st with the machine learning. 9.4, nothing there. You can see over here, pushing lower all the way to the 27th. So you see it's somewhere between the 20th, 26th, 29th, that week, or close to those dates, could be a possible swing low. That's what these the machine is picking up. So this said it was a top. It'd be swing low here, the 17th, the 21st, and then swing low the 24th. 27th, kind of sideways to up. Nothing there. This says there's a swing low on the 28th. So this looks nice. It kind of is lining up with everything statistically for August. So that looks nice. August 28th. So we're not that far. It was a couple of days. This one just pushing lower. This just says a 14 pop to the 20th, which could be inverted, so you just got to watch. But you see that it's picking the dates and that I use with the Gann theory, the machine learning. Got them here. So it's the 20th. Then the 24th, but this one pushes lower for September, and we're working on just August. And this model right here, these are aspects that are happening in the heaven. Right here, you can see that it pushed the 11th, make a high, the 18th, and then the 27th. So you see going down, something happening here with the aspect model. And same thing here. Everything pushing lower here, the 11th. Maybe it's a swing low, go up to the 14th. Go back down. The 20th is right here. On my model, say the 20th, maybe shoot up the 26th, or maybe that's a high, and then it tanks on the 26th. All right, here's the 29th. So look, this one is really interesting. So I got a pivot that I have, the 26th. There's a low on the 29th, and we got the 20th right here. All the dates that I have that I'm watching using Gann's theory and the machine learning right here. 29th, 20, 26, 20, 23, 26, and the statistics. I think that's it. How long I've been doing this video? 35 minutes. That's pretty good. I am going to sign out. Maybe I could give you a little freebie here. Let's see. The ellipse. A little more on geometry. Geometry is cool. Let's get this unlocked here. Remember I said that the 3 point is very important. Number 3, swing points. Let's say none of this was here. Like I said, none of the January 26th high wasn't there, but you're somewhere around here, and this is the stuff you got. Or maybe, you know what? This is something I was working on. Using the ellipse in regards to the length from a high to high. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Could this be the swing low? This is the kind of thing you, as a Gannist, you're looking. Maybe my first model is right, and maybe this is the low, and maybe we're going higher. But it's going against the grain of statistically we're making a low. But, you know, technically it's really not, because the low is August 10th, and we're in the month. So these are the things you question as a Gannist. Could this be the low? This is the battle that we have as traders. Man, should I just go long? Well, if you're going to think about going long, you have to have a rule. Or you should have a rule. And my rule is we got to get above that 1 by 1. So, you know, I might miss all this right here. But if I get above that 1 by 1, that gives me confidence that maybe we could go higher. Even if we test it here, and you're like, you know what, this guy might be right. I'm going to buy it right here. Whatever, I'm just going to put a stop right below it. We're either going to be in or we're going to be out. Look at that. From here to here, this circle almost got that swing and collapse. You get this from here to here. Nothing really there. But if you get it from here, here, what do you get? And I'm dealing with the edges. I'm not dealing with the big ass circle. I'm dealing with the edges of the circle for something. What else I have here? This is another one. Let me unlock this. I'm using 3 points again. I'm using this swing high. I'm using this swing low. And I'm using that January 26 high. And just see what happens in the future. You can see that right here. If we get closer. Did we just pick that swing low right there? Look at that. Just went up, 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 up. Then it collapsed below the arc. Kept going down. And look at that. It found support there. And it was riding this angle. And I got that, you know, just from these 3 points, these 3 swings. Because this is the future. I don't know what's going on here. But if I could get this, 3, and this one right here, the power of 3. You ever read in the Bible where it says, there's 3 that bear witness in heaven, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost? There's a connection there with 3. And Gann, favorite numbers were 3, Nikola Tesla's favorite numbers were 3, 6, and 9. Why is that? Look at that. Look at it writing it up. And then it just collapsed. And then it came here. And then it came down. Somewhere around here was July the 2nd. That swing low. We were all thinking wave 5. The Elliott guys were saying, we got it. And look, it came up, kissed this angle, sideways. And it just cracked here. Oh, we're going to go down here? Or we're going to go back up and then ride this arc up to September. And then maybe go down. Those are the things you question yourself with. Pitchfork. From here to here to here. Look at that. This is where we're at right now. Could this be a possible target? On the downside? We'll see. So you know my dates? You know what I'm looking at? Keep an eye on these dates. And let's see what happens at the Aussie.